nothing, welcome back. As you can see from the title of this video, we will be doing a dip powder set today. This is something like my first dip powder set. Of course, we go over it in school, but once we start taking clients, if nobody orders that service, then we don't really get to work on it that much. So this is new to me, and y'all getting to do this with me. Y'all know how I love to do my first with y'all. So let's get into this dip powder kit. I got this from AzureBeauty. They sent it to me to do a review on, and it came in this little cute pink box, and on the back it just tells you everything that comes with it, the directions, how to store it, how to contact them, and what to do and what not to do with these products. And the box was pretty beat up, but I'm pretty sure that has something to do with shipping. I don't blame AzureBeauty for that at all. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into these nails. And everything that I use in this video, I will be sure to link in the description box below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos that I post. And let's get into these nails. Okay, so it came with quite a bit of product. I have the instructions right here, which I thought I was going to use, but once I started it, I did not pick up this piece of paper, not one time. So, but I did kind of skim over it this first time. That kind of let me know what to do from there. And so yeah, it came with that. It came with this little card that has the contact information on it, and like an after service card is what they called it. This little mini file. It came with 2 extra brushes for I'm pretty sure for the base coat. And then it has this little see-through piece of paper that has like the color effects. If you put 1 coat or 2 coats or 3 coats of the I guess dip powder, it shows you the true color. This is the powder brush. Obviously it's supposed to be over there on the side. Again, shipping kind of threw the box around, but it's pretty soft. I think the powder brush, I prefer something bigger, but again, I am not experienced with dip powder, so maybe the small brush just works better. It came with a buffer, a little dip powder container for the acrylic powder that you're, the dip powder that you're dipping in. And then it came with all of these steps: 1, 2, 3, 4, dip powder base, the activator, the gel top, and also a brush cleaner, number 4. And it came with all of these dip powder colors from AzureBeauty, and I am going to swatch these for you guys so you can see exactly how they look. I did not have any nail swatch things, so I just put it on a paper towel so you guys can see the different colors. So here are the instructions that I just kind of skimmed over. You basically just want to use the base coat and then start to dip in your powder, or use the base coat wherever you want the powder to stick to. And then once you get done applying all the layers of powder, you want to use number 2, which is the activator, and then shape it, and then use a gel top coat, and that'll be that. So let's see how this goes. I did not use glue to glue the tips on. I used number 1, the base coat, because to me it smells like a glue, it dries like a nail glue, so I just felt like it's really nail glue. So I just used that to glue the tips on, and it worked perfectly. So I really think it's glue. I did try to use the mini file to shape the tips a little bit and blend the nail tip with the natural nail bed. But for me, I just did not like the small file. My hands are way too big. I have really big hands, so it just didn't work for me. Not to say that the file doesn't work. The file was really good. Again, I just needed more grip, so I switched over to my big file after a while. So now that we have the length that we want and the shape that we want, I'm going to go ahead and get into the application. Right here, I'm just using the number 1, the base, and I decided I didn't want to do anything so simple. That's my fault. I should have did something so simple, but I didn't. I wanted to try to do French nails with this dip kit. So this is me doing the natural nail bed color, trying to get the shape that I want for the natural color, the powder that you guys see, and I'm using that as my natural nail bed color, and then I'll do white around the tips. So you guys will see how I do this. And then on top of that, I wanted to mention, you guys see that I'm not using the brush to go with the number 1 base. Don't do that. I completely ruined this brush. I think I could probably put it in the brush cleaner number 4, but I didn't do that. But yeah, you want to stick to the brush that comes with the actual kit, because the products will ruin your other brushes. So yeah, it may have been easier for me to get the shape that I wanted with this, but you will see that I don't use that brush anymore. I just go ahead and I try to use the brush that comes with the base coat to get the shapes that I want, which is why my shapes don't come out as perfect as I need them to come out. But you guys kind of get the idea. I did not want to do anything simple, so these are the consequences. I had trial and error all throughout my process. Also, if you paid attention, you see that I was dipping my hand in the bowl, like just kind of dipping it. That didn't work for me either. I did not like that the bowl just wasn't deep enough for my finger to go all the way to be submerged in the powder. So I just flipped my finger over and started like dipping it in like this, which the directions clearly say do not do it like that. So don't follow me on this. It just worked for me like this. If it works better for you like this, then great, but the directions say, you know, just kind of pour it over the finger, or kind of fill the bowl up and kind of dip your finger in like that. But again, the process was taking way too long for me, and I just tried to do what I could to make the process go a little bit faster. And me flipping my finger over, dipping it in like that, just made the process go faster. So that's what I did. So I did decide to do French on all of the nails. And because the process was so tedious, I only showed you guys the first two nails, the ring finger and the first finger, of how I did it. They had the most errors and the most cleanup. So I can, I basically want to show you guys how to fix any imperfections that you have. So I'm only going to show you guys these two fingers because the process is so tedious and it takes so much time, and you just do the same thing over and over and over and over and over. So go ahead, and I'm going to let you guys watch this, and then I'll be back to explain the next steps. Once I get the shape that I want with this base and the powder, I basically just started to build. So that means that I would put the base on top of my shape and just kind of dip just to get a thicker version of the shape that I already have. And so that way I can have product to file from. So right now I have the shape, but I'm going in, cleaning up the shape here, and then I'm going to go build on top to make sure that I have a nice apex. Now I'm just applying number 2, the activator, to all of the dip powder that I just applied. This is going to make the dip powder hard enough and sturdy enough so that when I get ready to shape, it doesn't just crumble and fall apart. So my dip application was super sloppy. I'm going in with a file trying to clean up and get a good shape so that when I go in and apply the white, it'll, just basically give me the French shape that I want. So that's what I'm doing right now, going in and getting the U shape that I want right here. I also went in with my 5-in-1 to seal the cuticles as well as clean up the shape a little bit more around the sides. I did the best that I could with the shaping of that first part, and now I'm going to go in and buff just to get a smoother surface. Now I'm going to go back in with number 1, the same base coat that I was using, and I'm going to just paint around the tips of the nail where I want to apply the white powder. So this is what the nails look like after the first application of the tips, and then I went back in and did about 5 or 6 more applications, and then I just added the number 2 activator on top of each nail tip so that I can go in and shape. Once I was done with the tip application, I just went in with my 5-in-1 drill bit to just pre-shape before I actually used the file to shape more. Oh my gosh, y'all. I know they look bad, and they really don't get much better than this. But I do kind of make them look better with the filing and the shaping and stuff. And again, this is no reflection of the Azure products. I just did not know what I was doing. Okay. This was a trial and error set, and I think that I did pretty good for my first time. And again, the products I think were okay. Me personally, I don't really like dip, but being that I'm trying to get out of using monomer because of the smell and the fact that it breaks my hands out and everything like that, I think that this would probably be a nice addition to my services. Just once I get the hang of it and figure out a faster way to do the process and a lot less messier way to do the process, because I think that was my least favorite thing about this product is how messy it was. But other than that, it doesn't have the monomer smell, so that's a plus. And I also think that this is more for like full coverage. Say for instance, not a French set, but just paint the nail fully and then dip it. And then if I want it French, you should go and paint the French, not do what I did. I just think that was just a lot of work, too much work, and it's just unnecessary. But me being me, I wanted to try something not so simple. And as you can see, you can do French with this product. It's just, you have to be a little bit more precise, and it's just a lot messier. So that's it. But it can be done with a little practice. Now that I'm done with the messiest part, if you look closely, you can see that there are a lot of imperfections, especially with the white and the natural color meeting. And I just was not about to walk around like that, even for 2 days or 3 days. So I just used my white gel paint pot and kind of fixed those imperfections before I moved on. Now I'm just going to use number 3, the gel top coat, and I'm going to paint one coat over all the nails. I think I actually did 2 coats. I did 2 coats over all the nails. I know this said gel top coat, but I'm just going to let you guys know that none of these products actually work with the UV lamp. I even tried gluing the tips on with the base coat with the UV lamp, and that did not work. And that's how I realized that it was just regular glue. But yeah, none of this works with the UV lamp. Oh, except this, what I'm about to start using right now, which is not part of the process of the Azure box. So what I did here, I wanted to try to give myself some 3D flowers, but I wanted to incorporate the same colors that I was already using. I did mess up because I should have used white instead of clear polygel. I feel like the white would have gave me a more solid color, what I was looking for, closer to the color that I had on my ring finger. But I still used the clear. I did not want to waste the product, so I still used it. It was not the same color as the brown on my ring finger, but it worked anyway because it's not like I was keeping these nails for a long time. The top coat to this kit was still sticky. I don't know why. So I did go ahead and wipe it off before I put the 3D flowers on there. I tried my best to do this process on camera, but a lot of the footage was out of frame due to me having to manipulate my, to maneuver my hand in certain ways. So yeah, this is what you guys get. And I also did it on the tip of my middle finger right there. I did some sort of a 3D flower on that one as well, but all of that footage was blurry, so I just did not put that in here. Next, I'm just going in with my Beetles top coat. And I did that just because I just feel like the top coat that came with this was not pulling it together. So I just wanted to go over it with a gel top coat and cure that before I went ahead and add any rhinestones. Next, just to complement the brown that I have in the set, I'm using champagne rhinestones to just give the set a little bit of sparkle and complete it and pull it all together. So that is it for this video, guys. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any new videos that I post in the future. And I thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.